Monster Hunter Wilds is a fantastic game. Came out not too long ago, but I was on holiday when it came out. I'm a bit behind the curve when it comes to actually talking about it. But I've now got into high rank. I'm almost at the end of the high rank story. Not quite. I've got a tiny little bit more to do. But I know the gist. Let's talk about Monster Hunter Wilds. Is it a good game? You've probably heard the same thing, the exact same words I'm about to say from many other people. And yes, it's absolutely brilliant. Monster Hunter Wilds is an absolutely fantastic game. It is very fun. It's Monster Hunter. If you enjoy Monster Hunter, you're going to love Wilds. If you've never tried a Monster Hunter, Wilds might be the best place to start. Genuinely, I mean, it is. It just is the best place to start. If you've got friends that like Monster Hunter and you've considered it but never really got into it, Wilds is a great time to play. It's cross-platform. So it doesn't matter what you play on. You can always play with your friends. It's fantastic. Now, we'll talk about a few negatives right before we get into talking about the good stuff, and that is there are some performance issues that many people have mentioned. I personally have a very, very beefy PC. Quite high-end, very expensive, good boy. Very new as well, so the strong parts I have aren't worked too hard, so they're all still quite fresh. And even though I've had a few frame rate drops, and also it's like the only game that caused my PC to get even remotely hot. So performance is a bit of an issue. Optimization for PC is a bit of an issue. If you don't have a, mid-high-end PC, you might struggle a little bit. But I'm also playing the game on the absolute maximum, so who knows? But again, I do have a very beefy PC, so I should expect not to have any issues, but I'm having very minor ones. Again, the occasional frame rate drop and heat. But those aren't really issues, so, take that with a pinch of salt. If you've got a weaker setup, or you're playing on console, take that as you will. But other than that, the game's fantastic. It plays wonderfully. For some context, the last Monster Hunter game I played was Iceborne. I did not play Rise because it came out when I just started uni. I didn't have the time for it. It's not that I didn't like Rise, it's that I just didn't get around to playing it because I didn't have time. And Wilds is basically just a complete direct upgrade from World. If you played World and enjoyed it, you are going to absolutely love Wilds. It's just a brilliant game. It's really, really fun. And it's seamless. That's the most insane thing about Wilds, is how smooth and seamless everything is. It goes from, previous games of do a hunt, back to the base camp, stock your items, pick a quest, load into area, do it, back to the base camp, so on, to you can just, there's none of that. It's just, see a monster, hunt it. You can make a quest if you want, but you see a monster, you can hunt it. It is magnificent. It's just magnificent. This game is so smooth and seamless, it doesn't even begin to comprehend, especially compared to previous entries. It's just brilliant. And of course, the gameplay is really fun. The weapons all feel fantastic. The wound system is really engaging, and the high rank farm isn't completely dull and mindless. There's actually some, entertainment there. Though, probably the main complaint about Wilds is it's too easy. As someone that's only ever played one Monster Hunter game before this, yeah, it's quite easy. I've only carted twice in the game, and both of them were in high rank. I've not had any trouble during the low rank story, and up until the late part of high rank, I didn't have any trouble either. This game is quite easy. And is that a bad thing? Well, if you're a newcomer, absolutely not. It means you can get in, learn the weapons, and have a fun time. If you're a veteran and you want some harder content, well, there are options available to you, though you've got to get lucky and hope you find the higher tier of monster. For example, monsters are broken, in high rank at least, are broken up with a star rating starting at 3 all the way up to 5, and then there's tempered monsters, etc. But if we're ignoring normal monsters because you won't be farming normal monsters, you'll only be farming tempered monsters in high rank. But monsters are broken into 3, star ratings 3, 4, and 5. 3 is your base, 4 slightly stronger, and 5 are stronger than that. And so if you're hunting specifically for the difficult quest, you'd be looking for 5-star hunts. But again, if you find them, you find them. If you don't, you don't. So difficulty does kind of vary, but the game is a little easy. I won't lie. And I'm not even playing optimally. My gameplay is by no means optimal, or smooth, or clean. I'm quite bad. And yet the game is still relatively easy. It's just the crux of it, right? So if you don't like Monster Hunter being easy, then maybe this game isn't going to be your favorite. But other than the difficulty question, this game's brilliant. It looks brilliant. It plays brilliant. It feels so alive. And all the systems and, the environment mechanics, it's just brilliant. It's just brilliant. It's Monster Hunter. It's fantastic. The story itself, actually, is a point to be talked about. Monster Hunters aren't known for their story. 4 Ultimate kind of introduced some. I know about this retroactively, I haven't played 4 Ultimate with Gormagala and the Frenzy. World obviously had some story as well. I assume Rise and, well, Risebreak did as well, right? But Wilds actually puts a decent focus on its story. All the characters are all named and relevant and have personalities and interact with each other like you'd expect, and there's a plot going on that has some insane, huge lore implications for the greater series. Story's really good for a Monster Hunter game. Obviously, you know, there's better stories in other games, but for what this game is and what the series has set a precedent for, it's incredible. It's really, really good. So, if you like story, you'll probably also get something out of this as well, even if gameplay isn't the thing you focus on, which it is for me. But yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds, brilliant game. Absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend playing it if you haven't already, or waiting for a sale if you're tempted to play it at some point in the future. And ultimately, one of these days, not for a while at least, but in the future we will be having the Wilds expansion, as every other Monster Hunter game's had, introducing G rank, or Master rank, whichever you want to call it. And oh lord, heaven knows that is going to be a glorious moment for Monster Hunter Wilds and Monster Hunter as a whole. Especially given how successful Wilds has been on base, setting a record in Capcom sales. There's great things to come. I hope you all like Monster Hunter. You should really check it out. Genuinely, it's super good stuff. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment, sub, notification bell, share the video around 20,000 subs for the new year. So if you can give me a help me achieve that video, it's fantastic. But with that out of the way, this has been a very short video. Made it off the cuff. Just because I wanted to upload for today. But yeah, beside the point. Oh no, honestly, you've been you. Hope you take some time for the video. For now.